we bear witness to it every day. The issue of racial, gender, and demographic-based inequality. As Charles Blow writes to the New York Times, racial inequality is not a trendy issue, it is an entrenched issue. Diverse perspectives concerning racial tensions and issues result in divided solutions. We are products of our environment and history. Our ancestors formulated today, the suppressive majority had a say, however all racial and gender minorities were excluded. Within this nation, the perpetuated effects of institutionalized racism, sourced from loopholes within the Constitution and legal precedent, result in a country with weighted freedom. The term freedom is explicit. It is an expression without restraint. However, the subordinate groups described by the cycle of socialization speak of a different narrative of liberty. This is a letter to the leaders of our future, to the citizens of our civilization, and for the fighters. Personally, I have very rarely experienced hints of discrimination based upon my race. However, to reiterate the first words of this video, I'm a witness, and I will testify to the injustice. The system is skewed. Its origins were created to grant preferential option for its founders. Mandatory minimums, the three-strike policy, life without parole for nonviolent offenses, and felony disenfranchisement result in a nation that's skewed in favor of a few. 1 in every 13 African Americans cannot legally vote in this democratic republic, compared to 1 in every 56 non-black citizens. Not every white person is racist, not every government official is suppressive, and not everyone is an advocate against this injustice.
Therefore, I plead to you today. I ask that you see color. I ask that you embrace a culture other than your own. And I ask that you recognize your personal privilege. Every single human being on this earth has experienced some form of hardship or turmoil. However, we live in a white society and culture that has rooted rules that enact oppression differently based upon factors of race.
Be accepting of a perspective different than your own. Watch a movie, read a book, listen to an experience, or speak out against the injustice.
I do not have a solution to achieve a balanced society, but I know the solution is comprised of comprehension. Ignorance is bliss for some, but for others it is acceptance of fate. Meaning, accepting ignorance by not speaking out against racism provides an unspoken confirmation to its executors.
The structural inequality of the nation provides different experiences of justice, education, and culture within the United States based upon factors of race, gender, and other identifications. Progress is being made. However, it is the duty and obligation of all citizens to reject a culture of oppression and ignorance, replacing that void with a system that judges the action of the actor, not who is playing the part.